संसार दावा नललीट लोका तणाया कारुण्य घन घनत्वम्
संसारे दावा नललीट लोका तणाय कारुण्य घन घनत्वम्
प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणाणवास्य वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्द
प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणाणवास्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणरविन्दम्
महाप्रभोगे तन्नित्य गीता वादित माद्यान् मंसूर सेना
महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता वादित माद्यान् मंसूर सेना
रोमांच कंपा श्रुतरंग भाजो वंदे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
रोमांच कंपा सुतरंग भाजो वंदे गुरो श्री चरणरविन्दम्
श्री विग्रहारा धन नित्य नाना श्रृंगार तन मंदिर मार्जनादो
श्री विग्रहारा नित्य नाना श्रृंगार तान मंदिर मजनादो
युवतस्य भक्तांश्च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
युक्तस्य भक्तां संयुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
चतुर्विधाशी भगवत्प्रसादा स्वादवान् तृप्तान् हरिभक्तसङ्घा
चतुर्विधासी भगवत्प्रसाद स्वागनदेवता हरिभक्तसङ्घा
कृत्वैव तृप्ति भस्ता सदैव वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
कृतैव दीप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
श्रीराधिका माधव्योरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नाम्
श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपार माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नाम्
प्रतीक्षणा स्वादनलोलुपास्या वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
प्रतीक्षणा स्वादनलोलुपास्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
निकुञ्जयूनो रतिकेलिसे ध्याय यायालिभियुक्ते अपेक्षणीया
निकुञ्जयूनो रतिकेलिसीथै यायालिभियुतेरभिजनीया
तत्रातिदाक्षात् अतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
तत्रातिदाक्षादतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भवेत् एव सद्भिः
साक्षाद्धरितेन समस्तशास्त्रे उतस्तथा वायतेव साधि
किन्तु प्रभूया प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरोषि चरणरविन्दम्
किन्तु प्रभोया प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य यस्य प्रसादा न गति कुतोऽपि
यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि
ध्यायां स्तुवांस्तस्य यशस्ति सन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
ध्यायां सुवां सस्य यशस्वी सन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम्
जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा
प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामी नित्यनामिने
विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नित्यनामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाशतदिशतारिणे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदिशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा
चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा नील माधव श्री राधे. जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रामा. सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान. लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह. जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि. गौर हरि जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि. निताई गौरंगा गौर हरि. जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद. जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. श्री राधा नील माधव भगवान की जय.
Jai Om Shnupada Brahmamsa Prataka Acharya Ashtota Shata Shishmat His Divine Grace Abharchana Vrinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON BBTBI Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Shnupada Brahmamsa Prataka Acharya Ashtota Shata Shishmat His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premise Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Shri Purushottam Chaitra Jagnapuri Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ayodhya Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Samavrita Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Harinama Sankirtana Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadayine. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yato yato yami tato Narasimha. Bahir Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha. Narasimha Madhim Sharanam Prapadye. Tava Kara Kamala Varenakam Adbhuta Shringam Dhalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Varenakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय भक्ता प्रहलाद जय भक्ता प्रहलाद जय भक्ता प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव विघ्न विनाशक लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय
वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव सच विष्णु भक्तिपते देवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव सच विष्णु भक्तिपते देवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशव सच विष्णु भक्तिपते देवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय
नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावो ए अभिलाषी राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावो ए अभिलाषी
जे तुम्हारा शरण लो तारा वांछा पूर्ण हो। कृपा कोरी कोरो तारे वृंदावन वासी। मोरा ये अभिलाष विलास कुंज दियो वास। नयने हरि बो सदा जुगल रूपरासी। ए निवेदन धरो सकीर अनुगत करो। सेवाधिकार दिए करो निज दासी। दीना कृष्ण दासे को ये न मोरा होय। श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सदा ये न भासी। श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सदा ये न भासी। यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे। यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे। यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे। यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे। यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिण पदे पदे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Vrinda Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi, Jaya Vrinda Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Tulsi Maharani. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की वृंदाए तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशव सच विष्णु भक्ति प्रते देवे सत्यवताय नमो नमः. श्री वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशव सच विष्णु भक्ति प्रते देवे सत्यवताय नमो नमः. वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशव सच कृष्ण भक्ति प्रते देवे सत्यवताय नमो नमः. वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय.
Oh Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, I bow down before you again and again. My deserved in the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has a wish fulfilled. Please still mercy upon him and make him a resident of Vrindavan. My desire also grant me residence in the precious coast of Shri Vrindavan town. Thus within my vision I shall behold the beautiful paths of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me follow a Karha dance of Vraja. Please give me the privileged devotional service and make me your own maid servant. This very fallen lowly servant of Krishna praise. May I always swim the love Shri Radha and Govinda. Srimati Tulasi Maharani ki jai. There are 10 fences in the matter of chant holy names should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating holy name the Lord. 2. To consider the name of demigods like Lord Shiva or Brahma to be equal to independent name Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the order of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature pursuant to Vedic version. 5. To consider glorious chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to holy name the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on strength of chanting the holy name. 8. To consider chanting Hare Krishna one of the auspicious ritual activities, offering the Veda the fruity activities, karma, ganda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about glorious holy name. 10. To not complete faith in the chanting holy names and to maintain material attachments in understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just as I treat who can fulfill to everyone and have full compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. One Shri Chaitanya Shikshastakam ki jai. Jeto Darpana Marjanam Pavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam Shriya Gairava Chantrika Vitaranam Vidyavatu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamita Swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatra Pita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadishi Tava Kripa Bhagavam Mamapi Durudaiva Mitisham Yahajani Nanurakaha Trinatapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadaharihi Na Thanam Na Janam Na Sundarim Kavitam Vachagadisha Kamaye Mama Jammani Jammanishvare Bhavata Bhaktir Haituki Tvai Ayinanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Han Vishame Bhavam Puto Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Sthita Duri Satesham Vichintaya Nayanam Garadashuru Tharaya Vadanam Katkada Rudaya Gira Pulakai Nichitam Vapurukada Tava Nama Karhane Pavishati Yuga Idam Nimishena Chakshusha Pravisha Idam Shunya Idam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahe Name Ashrishava Padaratam Pinnashtumam Adarshanam Marmahatam Karotuva Yatha Tatha Va Vitatatu Lampato Matprana Natastu Saeva Naparaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Shikshastakam ki jai. Glory to Shri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes fire of conditional life, repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction of humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone grants all benediction of human beings. Thus you have hundreds of millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have vested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, enable us to easily approach you by holy names. But I am so unfortunate and have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor to desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am eternal servitor, yet somehow I fall in the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the Adam's or lotus feet. O my Lord, while my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant the holy name, while my voice choke up or hairs my body stand end the recitation of your name. O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considered a moment to be like a great millennium. Tears are flowing from eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Shikshastakam ki jai. Shri Mangalacharna prayers ki jai. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Om Litam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Katamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Patakamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragnatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhajate Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanivi Devi Daitaya Kripaptaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayine Prabhavin Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktita Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dina Darine Rupa Nuga Virudapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambodhe Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumistvam Nirdishta Sajanapriyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishin Namaha Pancha Tattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakham Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Sratoro Pango Mamamanda Matergati Masarva Swapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano Divya Vindaranya Kalpadumada Shimadra Nagara Singhasanasto Shrimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Pishtari Bi Sevyamano Samarami Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsi Vardha Tata Sthitaha Karsham Venu Soner Gopir Gopinatha Shriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Panamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Dadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Mangalacharna Prayers Ki Jai Shri Paramasamhita Ki Jai Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadhiradhya Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Parakara Satmasukappa Viksha Raksha Riteshu Surabhi Rabi Palayantam Lakshmi Sahasa Shatasam Brahmasevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Venum Kavanantam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham Parhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Gantarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shopam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Alola Chantaka Lasa Vanamade Vamshi Ranang Kadam Panaya Keli Kalavilasam Shamam Tipanga Lalitam Yatapakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Angani Yasya Sakalindriya Vrittimanti Pashanti Panti Karayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chimma Satujala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Advaitam Achotam Anadi Mananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durabam Adurabam Atma Bhakta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Pantastu koti shatavassara sampragamyo Vayurathapi manaso muni pangavanam Sopyasti yapapada simya vichinta tatve Govindamadi purusham tamaham pajami Ekopya sarachayitum jagatanta kotim Ya chakti rasti jagatanta chayaya dantaha Antantarastha paramanu chayantarastham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yad bhava bhavitadiyo manujastateva Samprapya rupa mahimasanayana bhushaha Sutayam eva nigama patitaistuvanti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chimmai rasa patibhavitapis Tapir eva nyarupa kalapihi Goloka eva nivasatya kilatma bhuto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Premanjana churuta bhakti vilochanena Santa sadeva hidayeshu vilokayanti Yam shama sundam achintya guna swarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ramadimutishu kalaniyamena tishtan Nanavataram bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramapumam yo Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Krishna, who knows Govinda, the supreme Godhead, he is an eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin and is the prime cause of all causes.
Boats built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock's feather, with the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with the moon locket, whose 2 hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in the pastimes of love, whose graceful threefold bending form of Syama Sundara is eternally manifest. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of the most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs, and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universes, both spiritual and mundane.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is inaccessible to the Vedas, but obtainable by pure, unalloyed devotion of the soul, who is without a second, who is not subject to decay, is without a beginning, whose form is endless, who is the beginning and the eternal Purusha, yet he is a person possessing the beauty of blooming youth.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis who aspire after the transcendental and betake themselves to pranayama by drilling the respiration, or by the jnanis who try to find out the non-differentiated Brahman by the process of elimination of the mundane extending over thousands of millions of years.
He is an undifferentiated entity as there is no distinction between potency and the possessor thereof. In his work of creation of millions of worlds, his potency remains inseparable. All the universes exist in him, and he is present in his fullness in every one of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe at one and the same time. Such is the primeval Lord whom I adore.
I adore the same Govinda, the primeval Lord, in whose praise men who are imbued with devotion sing the mantra suktas, told by the Vedas, by gaining their appropriate beauty, greatness, thrones, conveyances, and ornaments.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing in his own realm, Goloka, with Radha, resembling his own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities in the company of her confidant Sakis, embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized by by his ever blissful spiritual rasa.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Samashundara, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attribute, who the pure devotees see in their hearts of hearts with the eyes of devotion, tinged with the slave of love. Salve of love. Sorry.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who manifested himself personally as Krishna and the different avatars of the world in the forms of Rama, Narasimha, Vamana, etc., as his subjective portions.
Shri Brahma Samhita ki jai. Bhagavad Gita 7.1 Shrinvatam swakata Krishna punya sravana kirtanaha hridayanta histo hi apadrani vidinote suhritsatam nasta prayesva abadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki tada rajastamo bhava kama lobhastyascha cheta eter anavedam sitam satve prasidati एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवद भक्ति योगतः भगवत तत्व विज्ञानम मुक्त संगस्य जायते विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथेश्चिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते च कर्माणि दृष्टा एवत्मनीश्वरे.
To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best-wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him.
In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord.
By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice are diminished.
When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the signs of God perfectly.
Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the harna of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of asamshayam samagram, understanding of the supreme absolute truth, personality of Godhead. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotee in Krishna consciousness can one understand the science of Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'll continue reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 17. Tunoti cheta smarato mamaitat yadaha padav abhivandya pitro tatambakam shad urusankitanam prasidatam no krita niskritanam. Dunoti, it gives me pain. Cheta, heart. Smarata, while thinking of mama, my. Eta, this. Yat, as much as. Aha, said. Padav, feet. Abhivandya, worshipping. Pitro, of the parents. Tata, my dear father. Amba, my dear mother. Kamsat, out of Kamsas. Uru, great. Sankitanam, of those who are afraid. Prasidatam, be pleased with. Naha, or Akrita, not executed. Niskritinam, duties to serve you. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Krishna begged pardon from his parents. Lord Krishna begged pardon from his parents for their Krishna's and Balrama's inability to serve their feet due to being away from home because of great fear of Kamsa. He said, "O mother, O father, please excuse us for this inability. All this behavior of the Lord gives me pain at heart." Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It appears that Lord Krishna and Baladev were both very greatly afraid of Kamsa, and therefore they had to hide themselves. But if Lord Krishna and Baladeva are the supreme personality of Godhead, how was it possible that they are afraid of Kamsa? Is there any contradiction in such statements? Vasudeva, due to his great appreciation for Krishna, wanted to give him protection. He never thought that Krishna was the supreme Lord and could protect himself. He thought of Krishna as his son. Because Vasudeva was a great devotee of the Lord, he did not like to think that Krishna might be killed like his other children. Morally, Vasudeva was bound to deliver Krishna to the hands of Kamsa because he had promised to turn over all his children. But out of his great love for Krishna, he broke his promise, and the Lord was very pleased with Vasudeva for his transcendental mentality. He did not want to disturb the intense affection of Vasudeva, and thus he agreed to be carried by his father to the house of Nanda and Yashoda. And just to test the intense love of Vasudeva, Lord Krishna fell down in the waters of the Yamuna while his father was crossing the river. Vasudeva became mad after his child as he tried to recover him in the midst of the rising river. These are all glorified pastimes of the Lord, and there is no contradiction in such manifestations. Since Krishna is the Supreme Lord, he was never afraid of Kamsa, but to please his father, he agreed to be so. And the most brilliant part of his supreme character was that he begged pardon from his parents for being unable to serve their feet while absent from home because of fear of Kamsa. The Lord, whose lotus feet are worshipped by demigods like Brahma and Shiva, wanted to worship the feet of Vasudeva. Such instruction by the Lord to the world is quite appropriate. Even if one is the Supreme Lord, one must serve his parents, as son is indebted to his parents in so many ways, and it is the duty of the son to serve his parents. However great the son may be, indirectly Krishna wanted to teach the atheists who do not accept the Supreme Father of Godhead, and they may learn from this action how much the Supreme Father has to be respected. Uddhava was simply struck with wonder by such glorious behavior of the Lord, and he was very sorry that he was unable to go with him.
Ko va amusyan regrisa rojarinum Vishmartum ishita puman vidjigran yo vispurat bru vitapena bhume bara krantena krintantena tiras Chakara Ka, who else? Va, either. Amushya, the Lord's hungry feet. Sarojarenum, dust of the lotus. Vishmartum, to forget. Ishita, may be able. Puman, person. Vijigran, smelling. Ya, one who. Vishpurat, expanding. Bruvita, pena, by the leaves of the eyebrows. Bhume, of the earth. Bharam, burden. Krita antena, by death blows. Tiras chakara, executed. Who after smelling the dust of his lotus feet even once could ever forget it? Simply by expanding the leaves of his eyebrows, Krishna has given the death blow to all those who are burdening the earth. Burdening the earth. Okay. Lord Krishna cannot be accepted as one of the human beings. Even though he played a role of an obedient son, his actions were so extraordinary that even by the simple raising of the eyebrows, he could deliver death blows to those who were burdening the earth.
Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 19. Drishta bhavabdhir nanurajasuye chaidyasya krishnam dvishatopi siddhihi yam yogina samshpruhayanti samyag yogena kastad viraham saheta. Drishta, it has been seen, bhavadhi, by your good self, Nanu, of course, Rajasuye, in the assembly of the Rajasuya sacrifice performed by Maharaja Yudhishthira, Chaidyasya, of the king of Chedi, Shishupala, Krishnam, unto Krishna, Dvistaha, Dvishataha, envying, Api, in spite of, Siddhihi, success, Yam, which, Yoginaha, the yogis, Samsprahayanti, verily desired, Samyak, fully, Yogena, by performance of yoga, Kaha, who, Tat, his, Viraham, separation, Saheta, can tolerate. Translation. You have personally seen how the king of Chedi, Shishupala, achieved success in yoga practice. Although he hated Lord Krishna, even the actual yogis aspire after such success with great interest by performance of their various practices. Who can tolerate separation from him? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Krishna's causeless mercy was exhibited in the great assembly of Maharaja Yudhishthira. He was merciful even to his enemy, the king of Chedi, who always tried to be an envious rival of the Lord. Because it is not possible to be a bona fide rival of the Lord, the king of Chedi was extremely malicious toward Lord Krishna. In this, he was like many other asuras such as Kamsa and Jarasandha. In the open assembly of the Rajasuya sacrifice performed by Maharaja Yudhishthira, Shishupala insulted Lord Krishna and he was finally killed by the Lord. But it was seen by everyone in the assembly that a light flashed out of the body of the king of Chedi and merged into the body of Lord Krishna. This means that Chedi Raja achieved the salvation of attaining oneness with the Supreme, which is a perfection most desired by the Jnanis and Yogis, and for which they execute their different types of transcendental activities. It is a fact that persons who are trying to understand the Supreme Truth by their personal endeavors of mental speculation or mystic powers of yoga achieve the same goal as others who are personally killed by the Lord. Both achieve the salvation of merging into the Brahmajyoti, rays of the transcendental body of the Lord. The Lord was merciful even to his enemy, and the success of the king of Chedi was observed by everyone who was present in the assembly. Vidura was also present there, and therefore Uddhava referred the incident to his memory.
He did not merge into Krishna, he merged into the Brahmajyoti, the light. Normally people understand, lopala merge అయిపోయినట్టు.
Text 20. तथैव कन्ये तथैव छान्ये नरलोकवीरा या आहवा कृष्णमुखारविन्दं नेत्रै पिबन्त नयनाभिरामं पार्थास्त्रपूत पदमापुरस्य तथा as also eva cha and certainly anye others naraloka human society veera fighters ye those ahave on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna's Mukharavindam, face like a lotus flower, Netrai, with the eyes, Pebanta, while singing, Nayanabhiramam, very pleasing to the eyes, Partha, Arjuna, Astra, Puta, purified by arrows. Padam, abode. Apuh, achieved. Asya, of him. Translation. Certainly, others who were fighters on the battlefield of Kurukshetra were purified by the onslaught of Arjuna's arrows, and while seeing the lotus-like face of Krishna, so pleasing to the eyes, they achieved the abode of the Lord. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, appears in this world for two missionary purposes: to deliver the faithful and to annihilate the miscreants. But because the Lord is absolute, his two different kinds of actions, although apparently different, are ultimately one and the same. His annihilation of a person like Shishupala is as auspicious as his actions for the protection of the faithful. All the warriors who fought against Arjuna, but who were able to see the lotus-like face of the Lord on the battlefront, achieved the abode of the Lord, exactly as the devotees of the Lord do. The words pleasing to the eyes of the seer are very significant. When the warriors from the other side of the battlefield saw Lord Krishna at the front, they appreciated his beauty, and their dormant instinct of love of God was awakened.
Shishupala saw the Lord also, but he saw him as his enemy, and his love was not awakened. Therefore, Shishupala achieved oneness with the Lord by merging into the impersonal glare of his body called the Brahmajyoti. Others who were in the marginal position, being neither friends nor enemies but slightly in love of Godhead by appreciating the beauty of his face, were at once promoted to the spiritual planets, the Vaikunthas. The Lord's personal abode is called Goloka Vrindavana, and the abodes where his plenary expansions resides are called the Vaikunthas, where the Lord is present as Narayana. Love of Godhead is dormant in every living entity, and the entire process of devotional service unto the Lord is meant for awakening this dormant, eternal love of Godhead. But there are degrees of such transcendental awakening. Those whose love of God is awakened to the fullest extent go back to the Goloka Vrindavana planet in the spiritual sky. Whereas persons who have just awakened to love of Godhead by accident or association are transferred to the Vaikuntha planets. Essentially, there is no material difference between Goloka and Vaikuntha. But in the Vaikunthas, the Lord is served in unlimited opulence, whereas in Goloka, the Lord is served in natural affection. This love of God is awakened by the association of pure devotees of the Lord. Here, the Lord Parthastra Putaha is significant. Those who saw the beautiful face of the Lord on the battlefield of Kurukshetra were purified first by Arjuna when he made his onslaught with arrows. The Lord appeared for the mission of diminishing the burden of the world, and Arjuna was assisting the Lord by fighting on his behalf. Arjuna personally declined to fight, and the whole instruction of Bhagavad Gita was given to Arjuna to engage him in the fight. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna agreed to fight in preference to his own decision, and thus Arjuna fought to assist the Lord in his mission of diminishing the burden of the Lord. All the activities of the world. All the activities of a pure devotee are executed on behalf of the Lord, because a pure devotee of the Lord has nothing to do with for his personal interest. Arjuna's killing was as good as killing by the Lord himself. As soon as Arjuna shot an arrow at an enemy, that enemy became purified of all material contaminations and became eligible to be transferred to the spiritual sky. Those warriors who appreciated the lotus feet of the Lord and saw his face at the front had their dormant love of God awakened, and thus they were transferred at once to Vaikuntha Loka, not to be impersonal state of Brahmajyoti as was Shishupala. Shishupala died without appreciating the Lord, while others died with appreciation of the Lord. Both were transferred to the spiritual sky, but those who awakened to love of God were transferred to the planets of the transcendental sky. Uddhava seemingly lamented that his own position was less than that of the warriors on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, because they had attained to Vaikuntha, whereas he remained to lament the disappearance of the Lord.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 21. Swayam tva asamya tisayas trayadishaha स्वराज्य लक्ष्मी आप्त समस्त कामा बलिम हराब्धिस चिरलोकपालै किरीटकोटि एदित पादपितः. Swayam himself too, but asamya unique, atisayah greater, three adisayah lord of the three, Swarajya independent supremacy, Lakshmi fortune, Apta achieved, Samasta kamaha all desires, Balim worshipping paraphernalia, Haribdihi offered by Chiralokapalaihi by the eternal maintainers of the order of creation, Kiritakoti millions of helmets, Edita Padha Pitaha feet honored by prayers. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Sri Krishna is the Lord of all kinds of threes and is independently supreme by achievement of all kinds of fortune. He is worshipped by the eternal maintainers of the creation who offer him the paraphernalia of worship by touching their millions of helmets to his feet. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Sri Krishna is so mild and merciful as described in the above verses, and yet he is the Lord of all kinds of threes. He is the supreme Lord of the three worlds, the three qualities of material nature, and the three Purushas, Karanodakasai, Garbhodakasai, and Kshirodakasai Vishnu. There are innumerable universes, and in each and every universe there are different manifestations of Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra. Besides that, there is the Seshamurti who bears all the universes on his hoods. And Lord Krishna is the Lord of all of them. As the incarnation of Manu, he is the original souls of all Manus in innumerable universes. Each universe has the manifestations of 504,000 Manus. He is the Lord of the three principal potencies, namely Chit,